Hello, I'm Kilgoth, and I'm playing some Magic the Gathering Forge Adventure Mode. Last episode, we completed a draft of Lost Cavern of Ixalan. It was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed myself, and we got first place. But I don't believe we got any of the cards we really wanted. There's not a whole lot of cards that really kind of work for either of our decks in here, but they're good cards. So this is, if I hit all, it just, there we go. This is the deck that we ended up taking on getting our win with. Never used the sacrifice Thrashing Brontodon to destroy target artifact or enchantment. Never needed to. We got Ojer to trigger a couple of times. We got a little bit of card draw off of Cutzil, but there's another card that we have two of. Oh, right here. Sovereign Okanek Ahau. We have two of him, and we got him to trigger a bunch, and that definitely helped out. The Glowclap Lantern actually helped out quite a bit too. And then we have these River Herald Scout and Guides. They were pretty good. It was ultimately a fun time, but we were a little light on removal, and the counterspell, well, I had it in hand a couple of times. It was because we were so light on blue. 2 blue mana was just not doable. The splash of blue did work out though, ultimately. So it was a lot of fun. Here's our 2 boosters. Let's open up and see what we got here. So this is the booster. We get Deep Fathom Echo. Beginning of your combat in your turn, Deep Fathom Echo explores. Then you may have it become a copy of another creature you control to end a turn. Okay. That's fun. So that's more explore in blue-green. Like, there's a deck there that we could use. Sentinel of the Nameless City, also good. It's a 3/4 for 3 with vigilance, and when it enters a battlefield or attacks, create a map token, which is also really good. So I think what I'm going to do is, why don't we go into our decks, create a new deck, edit this, and oh man, group by default type. Oh, default is basically type. Can we set? So we want to go to Lost the Caverns of Ixalan, and then we want to add in basically all the cards for this deck that made it work. Deep Fathom Echoes, these cards here, those are kind of like our big bombs. That also includes our new Deep Fathom Echoes, a new card. The River Herald Guide. Over the Edge seemed to be decent. Ojer is really good. This Jade Seedstone seemed to actually work. Thrashing Brontodon, we're going to add it as a sideboard card. Sentinel, the Nameless City, the Scout, the Lantern, Over the Edge. Oops, not to the move to main deck. And then let's see. And then there was some white cards. I'm not going to put everything in here because, like, there were certain cards there were certain cards that, oh, this has an explore trigger on it. Add to main deck. Certain cards here that weren't necessarily create a map token is what we want. The certain cards that we had in our deck that weren't 100% all in on the theme. Like this 1,000 infantry wasn't on the theme. It was fun. It did well. Because it ends up kind of being vigilance, but the removal, we might have better removal. Okay. And then we had that. And then I'm like, this whole cave situation, the Sunken Sentinels I actually kind of dig because they mana fix really well. So that's 20 cards. I think what we do is look at other sets. If we can type in explore. So does this okay, like if we type in flying, will this pull this up here? Yes. So there was explorer, and then we can type in map. Ooh, not nap. Map. Okay, so we have all that. So let's look for exile effects as removal. Graveyards. These things exile themselves. What is this? Not for sale. Interesting. So some cards got scanned in that had not for sale on them. I'm not sure what the deal is there. So we're looking for better removal. Do we have we don't have like a Swords to Plowshares. No. Path to exile. No. What about bite down? Pretty sure Planeswalker. So bite down, we have one of them. Witness protection. I knew that we had a few of these. Let's take a look here. I think we need. Okay, I'm going to keep this for now. I'm going to go back and I'm going to rename this Explore. I think we need a couple more cards to make that viable. But it's something that I'm interested in doing. Adding another deck to the repertoire. Well, we got to fight goblins. I remember that. But we're going to take a look in this in. Draft available. What kind of draft? Aether Drift. Pass. I've done Aether Drift. I'm not excited about Aether Drift. Also quests. Details. Track the goblin quest. We got to kill a bunch of goblins. Robber Steading. Let's check in here. Jumpstart available. March of the Machine. No. If we do Jumpstart, we want one of the good Jumpstarts. So is there goblins? There's supposed to be goblins showing up. That's pirates. We've done really well against pirates. Oh, there's a goblin. Let's get around to that goblin. Maybe I used the WASDs. So we gotta fight so many goblins. Goblin worker. Okay, so shit. We are using the wrong deck. We just need to game. Okay. Concede. Back to the adventure. We need to make sure we are selecting the right deck. Back. Go to town to heal. That unfortunately did check a chunk of our money. Oops. Slivers. Don't want to fight slivers. Anyways, I'm going to continue to head up north here. I'm looking for goblins. Is this a goblin? Kind of looks like it could be. Yeah, it's a goblin warrior. All right. Play. We have a blood artist and a bunch of lands, and then dazzling angel. We'll keep. We'll play the swamp, and then we'll play the blood artist on turn 2. They're gonna play an impulsive pilferer. When it dies, create a treasure token. Okay. Plains blood artist, and then pass turn. And then this, it's an alchemy card. Haste enlists. Whenever it enlists a non-token creature, it may conjure a duplicate of that into the top 5 of your cards. Ugh, gross. We'll play a plains. We'll play our dazzling angel, and then that will effectively be blockers here. Okay. We drew Healer's Hawk. We'll play this and get +1/+1 counters in, and then we'll go to combat and we'll hit for full 3, and then we have a lifelinker in play. Play a swamp, and then play our Healer's Hawk, and then we will swing in there. I think we just keep back with our Felidar Savior. Plays a morph. Interesting. And then we're just going to continue to swing in the air, which is a problem. The morph... Oh my god. Really? When it's turn face up, it gets +6/6 and trample until end of turn. You skip your next turn. Wow. And then is he going to attack with it? No. Like, so you effectively decided to lose. All right. This is haste. It has trample as long as it has a -1/-1 counter on it. Oh, the persist gives it a -1/-1. That's interesting. And then we have this Aether Refinery. If you would get 1 or more energy, you get twice that many energy instead. And then you can tap it to get 1, and then you may pay 1 or more. If you do, create an XX black Aetherborn creature where X is the amount of energy paid this way. Interesting. I'm not necessarily about that right now. Are you goblin? That's an interesting area there. Goblin Artificer. Apparently we beat one of these before. We only have 1 land and we can't, so we're gonna have to mulligan. Then we got 2 land, and then we will bottom the Fiendish Panda because it's kind of expensive. And then we'll keep. And then we'll play the Snarl, revealing the swamp. And then they're going to shock us. Yeah, that's going to be a problem if they're going to do that. Play the swamp. Oh, we'll play the Siphoner, because then we can play the Siphoner and attack in, get the life gain trigger when we play a Johnny's Pride Mate next turn. Goblin Caboonist. At the beginning of your upkeep, you put a colorless artifact token named Landmine into the battlefield that you can they can pay 1, sacrifice it, do 2 damage to attacking creature without flying. And then it kills itself. Interesting. So, and he did just lose the flip and kill himself. Okay. Treasure Nabber. Whenever opponent taps an artifact for mana, gain control. Okay. I'm gonna put my Johnny's Pride Mate in, but like I can't effectively attack in at this point in time. So we'll see. Door of Destinies. Okay. They're going to choose goblins for that and then pass turn. Okay, now I can effectively attack in. I got Divine Resilience to make it indestructible. Let's attack in. And then we'll go like this and make... Don't do the ticker. We make that indestructible. And then we will play the Vengeful Blood Witch. And they'll shock the Blood Witch, which will trigger my life gain. Okay. I think we Stroke of Midnight that and attack in. Whenever we cast a spell, so the Door of Destinies is just gonna keep making these really big. We're gonna attack in with the Johnny's Pride Mate. Are they trying to destroy all non-land permanents? Kind of in a bad spot here. Wins the flip, destroy all non-land permanents. Okay. Goblin Skull costs 1 less to cast at the beginning of conjure a random card. Oh. We're just going to destroy that right away. I don't like what that's doing. No, I can't quite do that yet. Toward Destinies. Shit. We effectively lost this. Oh no, we didn't. Oh. And Now we just attack in. Wow. Wow, the stun coming in really clutch. It really came in real clutch. So kind of an interesting assortment here. Soul Separator 5. Tap it, sacrifice it, exile target creature graveyard from graveyard, put a token into the battlefield that's a copy of it, except for as a 1/1, and a spirit, put a black zombie creature token onto the battlefield with power. Okay, so you get two things out of it. You get a zombie that is power and toughness, and then you get a 1/1 with its abilities. Interesting. Nothing else to really write home about. Our quest is to... Heck. Our quest is to 3 duels. We need to find more goblins. Oh, there's another goblin up there. There we go. Another goblin artificer, which was a tough beat play. We have 3 mana. Turn plays on 3. We'll keep. They had a mulligan, which is good for us. We'll play our tap land. And then we'll play Plains. And then we'll play the Swamp and play our Romkirk Blood Thief. This is a first strike trample. Whenever it attacks, it gets +X/+0 or the number of artifacts your opponents control. We don't have any artifacts. Oh, we have 1 because of stupid Aladdin's ring. Interesting. Okay. But he didn't choose to attack with it. Okay, we gave it +1/+1 so you can attack in properly. And then we're going to put our Exemplar of Light in probably for the card draw next turn. Okay, so this is doing the landmine thing. He wins the flip so he doesn't destroy himself. And then the boom pile. He loses the flip. Okay. I think because of the boom pile, we don't overcommit to the board. So we're just going to keep attacking in. Wins the flip, destroy everything. Okay, kind of saw that coming. So now we will play our High Society Hunter. We have Divine Resilience up. He just tries to destroy it somehow. That stupid Goblin Influx Array. We really don't like alchemy cards. I should have just put a creature in and sacrificed it, and then I would have won just there. It's all right. We win right here. Oh, we won 100 matches. What is this? Phyrexian Adapter. I don't know what this is. All incubator token to control become food, blood, clues, treasures, and power stones in addition to all their types. Okay, interesting. And then this is choose a creature card from in your hand and put it in the play. So it's a way to cheat out something expensive. All right. The goblins are done. Is the quest just done? Battle, defeat a Goblin King. Okay, so there's a Goblin King somewhere. You must be a Goblin King. The sprite work is looking a little different on some of these. I wonder if they're done by a different. Okay, so we have 4 planes, and then we don't have a play. I actually have to mulligan. I'll keep this. I'll probably bottom the Felidar Savior, and then we play our we'll keep, and then we play our planes and our Healer's Hawk. Then the Bugbear. Okay. We will attack in, and then we will play our 3/1 Lifelinker, Goblin Burrows, and Mog War Marshal has Echo. When it enters the battlefield or dies, put a 1/1 into play. Okay. We have a problem with our mana base right now. We're going to keep attacking in. He's got to pay his Echo costs, and then he does 5 damage to our Sunblessed Healer. Okay. We are having the same problem. If we had black mana, this would be... Then he's got Squee. There we go. Play the Fiendish Panda. Attack in with the Healer's Hawk, and then this effectively makes us a good blocker over here. Does 5 damage to Fiendish Panda, and it will get our Sunblessed Healer back. It's back to looking at our hand. Okay, so he's getting the attack trigger. I want to block with my Sunblessed Healer. This Healer's Hawk, we're kind of like really doing the work. Goblin Bushwhacker. If it was kicked, it was kicked. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and haste until end of turn. Okay. Oh my god. Block the Goblin King. Wow. Wow. We definitely had a problem with our mana there. I don't want to fight the bird. There's the Goblin King. I don't want to fight the birds. I want to fight the Goblin King. Yeah, this seems like some of this pixel art is a little different. Okay, we'll try again. This is better. Play the Snarl. Play the Healer's Hawk. The Healer's Hawk did a lot of work for us last time. By the way, I'm a big fan of these stained glass lands. Not relevant, but okay. Healer's Hawk, Goblin Bushwhacker. He does kick it. I don't think that I wanted to do that block. Goblin King. Okay, we'll block here. Then we will Stroke of Midnight the Goblin King. And there we go. That was pretty good. Okay, so we'll play our Fiendish Panda. He's gonna get a counter because we're gonna gain life right away. We'll play our attack in. And Fiendish Panda is now getting big. And then if we get a land, we can play both of these next turn. Krenko. Whenever he attacks, put a +1 counter on it, and then create a number of 1/1. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I attack in like so. And then I keep one blocker back. The Fiendish Panda is definitely showing its power right now. Blood Moon. Okay, so this is now a mountain, which is totally fine. I will play my Healer's Hawk. And then I will attack in. These two have to be blocked. This is basically going to blow them out. There we go. Nothing exciting there, but now we got to go back to town. I'm just going to avoid all these creatures on the way. And collect the rewards. 2 reputation and some money. Jump start available. Yeah. All right. Oh, we didn't want to do that. Now we're going to continue our journey north here. Just like there's a lot of potential duels, but I want to get into... This is considered part of the white, right? So let's find a town here, and then is there a town? Is it just a wasteland? Oh, there we go. That must be a dungeon. Here we go. There's castle. Cold Snap Plains. Okay. We can buy boosters here. Oh, white boosters. Zendikar booster. Battle Bond. Magic 13. Mirrodin. Interesting. And then Phyrexian or Artifact Creature Spell. We don't have those. Just kind of looking here to see if there's Syndicate Guild Mage. No. Okay. Planeswalkers. Planeswalkers are generally pretty good. Don't know which version of Vivian this is. I think it's the one. I don't know what the button is to make it revealed. And then there's Tybalt. Let's do a reroll here. 2 of the Kioras. Chandra, another Tybalt, a Teferi, Calyx, another Chandra. Let's do another reroll. Archangel Elspeth. That seems pretty good because you create 3 1/1 Soldier Drogons with lifelink. And then those 3, like those 3 then have our individual lifelink triggers for our like Fiendish Pandas and our Johnny's Primate. Here's another Elspeth. I don't know what's going on with the art here, but let's buy this. Okay, we bought a Planeswalker. We can worry about that, putting that in our deck in a second. The Dungeons and Dragons card here, flanking. Okay, Someone's just like looking over. Don't see anything. These are Defenders of Law. Interesting. Blessed Spirits. So these are all spirits, I guess. What is this? Halos are us. So this is all angels. Angels typically have good lifelink synergies. Like, for example, at the beginning of each end step, if you gain 5 or more life this turn, create a 4/4 angel with playing with vigilance. We don't gain that much life at this point in time, but it is a pretty good card because you can give it. So we'll buy a copy of that. We'll re-roll here. There's some good stuff here, but nothing. Legion Angel. Flying when you get gain life the first time. Do one more reroll. Whenever another cleric or angel or cleric enters the battlefield under control, you gain life equal to the creature's toughness. Interesting. One more reroll. Radiant Solar for 6. Flying lifelink whenever it or another non-token creature is in the adventure in the dungeon. So that's dungeon. Angel of Despair, destroy targeted permanent. Okay. This is, I guess we're fine on that. Let's take a look at the lands. All planes, huh? Okay. I guess that makes sense. This is not a building? Alright. And then Danish Barracks. Get some banding going on. Okay. Slivers, I don't think I need anything for slivers. What is this? As you approach this town square, man climbs down from the pack wagon. Okay, we're capable. What sort of business? Okay. We got a quest to travel to the monastery and defeat all the enemies inside. Great. Draft available. Ikoria, Lair of the Behemoth. God, is that a different Ikoria than I'm thinking of? Is there only one Ikoria? Why don't we do it? We'll redeem a challenge coin. Alright, and then we will do the draft in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and I will see you there.